We need to do something, dog. We need to do something. I am getting tired of these contenders at lightweight. I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired of these contenders at 170 welterweight. The UFC is a mess right now, bro. It is, and Dana White, this little pink goblin, does not care. He does not care. We are in this weird loop of people that are just ready for a title fight. That are just, how did we get into this situation where there's 9 title contenders in each division? Sean Brady beating Leon Edwards. First of all, Leon Edwards, I'm going to be striking on Mike, going to be off the top, bye. Why are you shooting a take? I'm still upset with this, and that was 4 days ago. It was almost 5 days ago now. Why are you shooting a takedown in round 3 against Sean Brady, bro, one of the best grappling artists that we have in that weight division besides Bilal Muhammad? And he had a better performance against Bilal Muhammad than you did, bro. Like, oh my, what do you do from there, bro? Dana's like, yeah, get me out of here. Like, oh, what do you do from there? We have Joaquin Buckley. We have Sean Brady. We have Jack Della Magnus, JDM. And we have Shavkat Rakhmonov. Those are 4 fighters that can realistically fight for a title today. Today! And then we have Ian Gary just eating crackers in a cave somewhere. Oh, my title fight's gonna come up, Mike. Like, dog, there are so many and this is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing, because I feel like this is like a dirty dog. This is when you have to do your taxes and you have to file them, and you have papers everywhere. You have bullshit everywhere, and you're just like, yeah, I'll eventually get to that. Lightweight was like this. And then Sean Brady, and then welterweight was kind of messy. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of dirty. And then you have Sean Brady saying, I'm just going to fuck it all up, bro. Fuck it. Fuck the mess. Right now, we have so many contenders that can go against each other right now. So you have JDM versus Bilal, which is happening. I do think Bilal wins. All right, next. Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Bilal. I do think Bilal wins. Listen, bro. Bilal adopted this kid, and he is so inspired right now. I don't think anyone's beating him. I think the only one that can beat him is Joaquin Buckley. But he's about to get bugged up. You know what I'm saying? But I think you do. If Kamaru Usman can get off that fucking podcast with Henry Cejudo, bro. If he can get off that fucking podcast and put some, like, little oils on his knees so he can start bending and moving again, bro. He needs to fight Joaquin the Buckley, bro. Like, I'ma buck you up, you know, big ass overhand, bro. We need to do Kamaru Usman versus Buckley, bro. I don't know why that fight is not announced yet. I do not know why we don't have that fight, but we need that fight. If we do not get that fight, we need to do Sean Brady versus Joaquin Buckley, title eliminator in my backyard, bro. I live in an apartment complex in my backyard. The neighbors pay $5 and we can donate it to a school. I think that would be a banger of a fight. I do think Joaquin Buckley wins, but I don't think he becomes champion. Hear me out. Welterweight is exciting. Welterweight is new. The top 5, bro, are just blistering hot. They're all ready to go. They're all ready to fight. They're all new matchups for each other. The only ones in the Ian Gary is number 7. He's like, I might like it. But I think Ian Gary is easy top 5. Like, Sean Brady, Ian Gary, banger of a fight. I think Ian Gary wins that. Joaquin Buckley versus Ian Gary. I think Joaquin wins that. Bro, you could do JDM against Sean Brady. I do not fucking hate Sean Brady. I think he beats JDM. I think you could do JDM versus Shavkat. I think Shavkat beats, I don't know, bro. And then you saw Shavkat's like, oh, my knee was kind of fucked up. Ian Gary's like, I don't care. That was a very good fight. I was very surprised how Ian Gary did. I do fuck with Ian Gary. I'm not saying I don't. I'm not saying I don't see why people hate him. He is a little like, listen, bruh. Charles Olivera is like, he's one of those friends that your mom makes you, like, he's one of those neighborhood kids that you do have a class with, and his mom makes you, like, invite him over to your birthday party, and he's kind of just there. You get what I'm saying? He, like, just stares at you, and you're like, what's up, bro? And he goes, hey, mate. And he, like, you look at him, and you're like, you good? Like, I just get that vibe from him. That vibe where, like, I don't know. I don't. He freaks me out a little bit. Like, I fuck with him, but he's speaking like Irish Portuguese to Charles Olivera. He goes, I'm sorry, Sensei. Like, I get it, bro. Like, that shit was locked in. You did fuck up against Shavkat, but you had a performance of the night, bro. Like, collapse off to that. It was just, you fell a little short. You know what I'm saying? Now you ranked 7. Now you might have to fight Kofi Covington. You might knock him out, and then he's going to be like, early stoppage. So we'll see what happens with that. Ian Gary's going to be in that top 5 probably after his next fight, which I think should be Kobe Covington or it should be Wonder Boy. But I just feel like Ian Gary got to fight someone old next, bro. It just makes sense. I feel like, oh, God, Sean Brady. If Joaquin Buckley does not fight Usman, Sean Brady needs to, he'd be like, all right, Buck, let's go. I heard, what's his face? The guy with one eye, the Pirate. He called out Marvin Vettori. That is a banger of a fight. I think Vettori might win. But welterweight, bro, there is so much going on. And I feel like Leon Edwards kind of just like old man scooted his way out of it. Like, who's Leon? Who's Leon going to fight now? Neil Gary? Or whatever his name is? Ah, bruh. This is an exciting time, but it's a weird time because I feel like we've never been in these positions this much before. You look at lightweight. I love Justin Gaethje, bro. I'm not saying I dislike Gaethje. Gaethje is a savage. He is a warrior. This is probably his last crack at the title. He is 3-4 in his last 4 fights. I get that on paper. He beat Fiziev twice. I want to make a bro, listen. Rafael Fiziev at featherweight, bro. If he go that right there, ladies and gents, that is a title contender, and I'm not kidding. I think Fiziev at 145 destroys Diego Lopez. I think Fiziev, and I am not kidding when I say this, 145, bruh, 145 Fiziev will hold the title. I think he beats Brian Ortega, who's going to move up to 155. I have no idea why. I can't see his... I fuck with Brian Ortega. Beautiful-ass man. I cannot see his physique getting any worse. He has that, like... He looks like someone that just got off, like, TRT, and this is his body's, like, side effects, and I don't think he has. I know he's, like, popped once or twice, but we forget about that. But Fiziev at 145, bro, is a title challenger, and I'm not kidding. But Gaethje... 2 wins against Fiziev. Who else did he get a win over? Chandler. And he lost against Holloway. So, I mean, that Fiziev fight was on 2 weeks' notice. I feel like Fiziev was in the gym. He was training a little bit. You know, he was like, he wasn't really off the couch. He was kind of ready. Like, people were like, you got plans for the night? And he goes, nah. And he goes, you want to hang out? And he goes like, yeah, I guess I'm free. Like, he had something. He kind of had plans, but, you know, he freed his schedule to do this fight. I don't think that warrants him having a title shot, especially if he got knocked out in his previous fight. So, I think Gaethje is going to get the title shot next, just like JDM is. I do see both champions keeping it. I see Islam winning. I see Bilal winning. I think Islam, I think he gets it done easier than the Poirier fight. Because I feel like Poirier awkwardly was doing good against Islam because he had that Khabib knowledge and he knew how the takedowns were going to be. He knew to stay in the middle. He knew to circle around, and his stand-up was good. He was ripping the body, bruh. Like, This man was hitting that like he was hitting the bag. He's like, huh, huh, eat my hot sauce. Huh, huh, get some hot sauce. I'll donate that shit to charity. Like, I was so proud of that man's performance. I had it to... Listen, bro. I had it 2-2 going into the final. You might be like, oh, no, you're wrong. Islam was done. I don't care. I had it 2-2. I do feel like Gaethje said he was 1 or 2 leg kicks away from the Khabib fight going a different way. I do think he's going to have that same mentality. He's going to ask Aliaz Aziz. He goes, hey, bro, what's your boy's weakness? But I feel like he is going to go in that fight thinking he can leg kick, thinking he can stand up. I don't feel like his wrestling has improved as drastic as Poirier's has improved for that fight. And I do think Islam is a better striker than Khabib. So leg kicks that did hit Khabib likely would not hit Islam. So I do think, Gaethje could definitely crack him, bro. He low-key has a fucking explosives in his hands, but then sometimes he doesn't. And his chin's okay, but I do feel like the grappling and the wrestling, I don't think that it will benefit Gaethje like it did in Poirier fighting Khabib. I feel like Khabib was definitely... He was just... When that time he fought Gaethje, he was destined to win, bro. There was nothing beating this man. But I do feel as if Poirier did learn lessons after that fight. I get it. They both did get submitted by Olivera, but Gaethje was kind of like, you saw him patient and everything. You're like, okay, this is a different Gaethje. Oh my God, he's controlled. He's not mouth breathing anymore. But then he got destroyed against Olivera. So we're I have to pee so bad. We're definitely getting Gaethje versus Islam next. We're definitely getting JDM next. I think Ilya should not wait. I think he said, fuck featherweight. I'm here to fight for the title, bro. I think giving him a contender is dumb. I think you don't give Charles Olivera a number 1 contender spot. And I get it. They didn't know that Arman Tsarukyan was going to pull out. So that kind of leaves it. I say, listen, bro. Listen, bro. We do Tsarukyan versus Ilya. I do feel like Ilya loses that fight. So that kills the hype. So they might not want to do that. We could do Ilya versus Olivera, but Olivera is like, win the title first, brother. He's kind of doing that shit when Nate Diaz is like, I'm going to fight Charles. And Charles is like, I don't think so, Nate. My name's Charles Olivera. I'm not going to fight you. So, I don't know, bro. I think Charles needs to fight for a title, but I feel like Islam has 2 fights in front of him. And Islam wants to move up to welterweight, bro. So, realistically, we can have Ilya fighting for the vacated belt, or if Islam wants to defend both. But there's so many fights for both champions right now. It's just a mess, bro. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there should be a bracket. Who do you think should be the number 1 contender fight? I do think if Old Man Usman can't get it, we do Brady versus Buckley, and the winner of that fights for the title. I'm literally gonna piss my pants right now. I think we do Olivera versus Tsarukyan 2, or I just don't want Ilya to fight Olivera. I feel like he would beat Olivera, but I could see him getting submitted because his only fight at 155, he did get rocked, bro. So he might be a different person there, but that was earlier in his career. But I also see him losing to Tsarukyan, but him being good against Islam. So let me know, who do you think the number 1 contender fight should be? Let me know what other videos you want me to cover. Like and subscribe.